If music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it comes o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor enough. No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart?
Why? So I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. In that instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, e'er since pursue me. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but, like a cloistress, she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in a sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she live when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with boughs.
Country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he has not drowned. What thinkst thou, Captain?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so, perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself, after our ship had split, when you and those poor numbered safe with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, courage and hope, both teaching him to practice, to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on a dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape, unfolded to my hope, or to thy speech serves for authority, the like of him. Know'st thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in name as in nature.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And is so now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know what great ones do the lustful proud of love, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count who died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died. For whose dear love they say she abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I serve that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain, and though that nature with a beauteous wall doth off blows in pollution, yet of thee I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise shall happily become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. But else mayhap to time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabbs, let mine eyes not see.
Baby, lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus. I am sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your real hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine. I'll confine myself no finer than I am. Now, these clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too, and if they be not, let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo ya. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight that you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Ooh, Sir Andrew Aguicheek.
Aye,
He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he hath 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a
Oh,
prodigal.
fie that you say so. He plays all the viol gamboise and speaks 3 or 4 languages word for word without book, and with all the gifts of nature.
He hath indeed. Almost natural. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreller. And but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarrelling, 'tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
Oh, by this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Ooh, who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a coistrel that will not drink to my niece till his brains turn over toe like a parish cow. What wench? Castellano Volgo, here comes Sir Andrew Eggwaface.
Sir Toby Belch! Oh, now, Sir Toby Belch.
My sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair true.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My lady's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Acosta, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Acosta.
In a mistake night, accost is to front her, to board her, to woo her, to assail her.
I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
Let part so, Sir Andrew, would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Mary, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, fault is free. I pray you bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
I should think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, night. Thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Unless you see Canary put me down. You think sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I'm a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? And would I have bestowed that time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting? Well, had I but followed the arts.
Well, then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair, then.
Why, would that have mended my hair?
Past question, for thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, doesn't it?
Excellent. It hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between your legs and spin it off.
Hey, I'll hold tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen. Or if she be, it's 4-1 she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree in neither estate, years, nor wit. Now I have heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. The fellow with the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes altogether.
Art thou good at these kickshaws these nights?
As any man in Illyria whatsoever he be, none of the degree of my betters, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
Well, what is thy excellence in a galliard knife?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
Oh, and I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Oh, wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore are these gifts a curtain before them? Are they light or take dust? Why, thy very walk should be a jig mouth.
Why, it's strong. It does indifferent well in a flame-colored sock. Shall we set about some revel?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's the sides and heart.
No, sir. It is legs and thighs. Now let me see the caper. Come on. Oh, excellent. Higher! Excellent! Woo! Woo!
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call to question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario. Thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors. Tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
I'll be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act out my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it! For they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more soft and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound. All is semblance of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. And yet of our full strife, whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that's well hanged in this world needs fear no shame.
That may you be so bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away is not that as good as a hanging to you.
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And as for turning away, let summer bear it out. Now,
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Oh, comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
wit, and it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I that am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinapolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you go dishonest.
Two faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend.
If you give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry? Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he's no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the blotcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin. And sin that amends is but patched with virtue. That this simple syllogism will serve, so if it will not, what remedy? As there's no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I beg them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Lady, cacolis non facit monachum. That's as much to say as I wear not motley in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, Madonna. Good, my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll buy you proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven? Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I'm no fox, but he'll not pass his word for 2 pence that you're no fool.
How say you that, Malvolio?
I marvel that your ladyship could take delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest. I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in an own discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now, Mercury, endue thee with leasing, for thou speakst well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. It is a fair young man, and well attended.
Who all my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fine him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Jove crammed with brains. For here he comes, one of thy kin has most weak be a martyr.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. A plague on these pickled herring.
Sot! How now, sot!
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's a fool at the gate.
Aye, Mary, what is he?
Well, let him be the devil, and he will, I care not, give me faith. Say aye! Aye!
Aye.
Aye! Well, all's one.
What's a drunken man like?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool. The second mads him, and the third drowns him.
My cause is in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He's but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you anyway. I told him you were asleep. He seems to know better of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him you shall not speak with me.
He has been told so, and says he'll stand at your gate like a sheriff's post, and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
He is not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He's very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Come give me my veil, throw it o'er my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable being. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it. Beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I'm very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed with my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, that by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and show you the heart of my message.
To what's important, and I forgive you the praise.
Unless I took great pains to study it, and it is poetical.
'Tis more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time or mood with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
Oh no, good swabber, I am to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady? Tell me your mind, I am a messenger.
Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver, when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity, to any other, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
Practical doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is not well done?
'Tis excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
I see you what you are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense of your crown the nonpareil of beauty.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you, and my master's flame was such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, "Oh, Livia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me."
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Of my fortunes, yet my estate is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this
I have no fee, post lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint that you should love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy lips, thy actions, and thy spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. Oh no! Even so quickly may I catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stuff to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Drunk after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not? Tell him I'll none of it, desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him out with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Heidi, Malvolio!
Madam, I will.
I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flare to my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly upon me. The malignancy of my fate may distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I should bear my evils alone. 'Twere bad recompense of your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you, whither you were bound.
No sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy, but I detect in you so gentle a touch of modesty that you'll not extort from me what I will willingly keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Roderigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you've heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. Had the heavens been pleased, we would have so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you pulled me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day.
The lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. I could not with such estimable wonder overfar believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy would not but call fair. She's drowned already, sir, in salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again and more.
Pardon me, sir. Your bad entertainment.
Good Antonio, forgive me your troubles.
You will not murder me for my love? Let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you've recovered, desire it not. Fare thee well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so like the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more, mine eyes shall tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. Come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even else, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived by thither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, you should put your lord into a desperate assurance, show none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report the manner of your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her. Her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside hath not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that sure me thought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me, and this churlish messenger, none of my lord's ring, why he sent her none. I am the man. Oh, if it be so as 'tis. Poor lady, she would better love a dream. Oh, disguise, I see thou art a wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, I am desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie.
Come on, let's have a song. A song!
Would you like a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
I turn off for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, staying here, your true love coming. That can sing both high and low. Trip no further, crazy sweeping. Journeys ending, lovers meeting. Every wise man sends a flow.
Excellent, good thing.
Good. What is love is not hereafter. Present mirth, half present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. And come kiss me, sweet and plenty. Youth so soft will not endure.
A mellifluous voice as I am a true knight.
A contagious breath.
Very sweet. and contagious in faith.
To hear by the nose is dulcet in contagion, but shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a song that will draw 3 souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do it! Splendid song.
Lady, sir.
Most certainly. Let our song be Thou Knave.
Oh, thy peace, thou knave. Oh, I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave.
Oh, it's not the first time I've tempted one to call me knave.
Oh.
Come on, begin.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Begin.
Oh, thy peace, thou king. Oh, thy
Can Aurelia keep here? If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a liar. We are politicians, and 3 merry men be we. Malvolio's a fool. And now, tilly-pally, lady, am I not of her blood? Am I not consanguineous? Oh, there's wealth a man in death, lady.
A nice and admirable fooling.
He does well enough if he be so disposed. So do I, too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of December!
Well, masters, are you mad? Or was I? Have ye no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse on my lady's house, that you squeak out your silly songs without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect for persons, place, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our songs. Snack off.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, then you are welcome to the house. If not, it would please you to take leave of her. She's very willing to bid you farewell.
Oh, farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Sir Toby.
Sighs and shoulders, days are almost done.
This is so,
But I will never die. Sir Toby, there you lie.
this is much credit to you.
Oh, shall I bid him go? If you do, shall I bid him go and spare not? Oh, no, you do not. Out of tune, sir. Ye lie. Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous that there shall be no more cakes and ale? As by St. Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth too. Thou art in the right now. Go, sir, up your chain of cross. Marianne, I say, of soup, of wine.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not bring them drink for this uncivil rule. My lady Olivia shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears!
I need to drink when a man is a-hungry, to challenge him in the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count's was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is a kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I got that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What? For being a Puritan, thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no explicit reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil a Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser. An affectioned ass that can't state without book and utters it by great swaths. The best persuaded of himself, so crammed to see things with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all out upon him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop, in his way, some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent. I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think, by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is to be no worse than that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
As I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physical work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his instruction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea, queen of the Amazons.
For me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me, what of that?
I was adored once, too.
Night. Let's to bed, night. Now, thou hadst need send for more money.
If I cannot win your niece, I am a fair way out of money.
Send for money, knight, for if thou hast to not in the end call me a dock-tailed horse.
And I do not never trust me, take it how you will.
Come, I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come, night. Come, night.
Give me some music now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, that bit of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methinks it did relieve my passion much, more than the light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it.
Who was it?
Feste, the jester, my lord, the fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
We'll seek him out and play the tune. Boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are. Unstayed, skittish, in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. Oh, dost thou like this tune?
Gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. Young though thou art, thine eye hath swayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
Oh, little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Your complexion.
She's not good enough for you then. What years in favor?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than woman's are.
I think it well, my lord.
So let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold the strength. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are, alas, that they are so to die, even when they to perfection grow.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, ready, sir.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair, cruel maid. My shroud of white suckle with you. Oh, her cares, my part of death, no one so true did share it. The flower sweet on my black cloth
for my pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
Paid for thy pleasure, then.
And pleasure will be paid, one time or another.
Now give me leave, believe thee. Now the melancholy God protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, that their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere. That's it. It always makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell. Let all the rest withdraw.
Once more, Cesaria. Get thee to yon same sovereign, cruel Olivia. Tell her that my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The gifts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her and attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot so be answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang as heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart, so big to hold so much, they lack retention. Their love may be called appetite, but mine is as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man as it might be were I a woman, I should your lordship.
What's her history?
Blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat like patience on a monument smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy.
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. And so shall I to this lady.
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say my love can bear no place, bide no denial.
Come thy way, Signorina!
Nay, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to see the miserly, rascally sheep-fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here?
Well, to anger him, we'll have the bear again and fool him black and blue. Shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is a pity of our lives.
Oh, here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get y'all free, into the box trees. Malvolio's coming down the swamp. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him, for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a self-centered idiot of him. Hide, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune.
Maria once told me she did affect me. And I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on't?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
I can so beat the rogue.
Peace, I say. To be Count Malvolio! Our rogue! Peace, peace!
There is example for it. The Lady of Starchy married the young man of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state.
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
Calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Oh, peace.
And then to have the humor of the state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as well they should theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby,
Bolts and shackles!
Oh, peace.
7 of my people make an obedient start. I frown a while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take thee a blow of the lips then?
Say, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I'll warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many do call me a fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace and the spirit of humor, intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this be my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus she makes her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
She's her U's and her T's, why is that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. To whom should this be? M-O-A-I. This would bow to me a little, for every one of these letters is in my name. So, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness to rust upon them. Thy fates open their hands. Be surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. I will be proud! I will wash off Rose acquaintance. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will be, always devise the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love. Oh, I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered. Oh, here is then a postscript. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. In my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I pray thee. Oh, I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me. Oh.
Oh, I could marry this wench for this device.
So can I too.
Oh, I'd ask no other dowry with her, but such another jest.
Or I neither.
Here comes my noble gull catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot Hold my neck!
Or mine neither.
Shall I pay my fortune at gambling and become thy bond slave?
Or I neither.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
I would say true. Does he work upon it?
Like liquor with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-watered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that he cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of hell, thou most excellent devil of wit!
I'll come to it.
God save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house does stand by the church.
They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanton.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow and cares for nothing.
Not so, sir. I do care for something, but in my conscience, sir, I care not for you. If that be to care for nothing, I would it would make you invisible.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She'll keep no fool, sir, till she be married. I'm indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Home. There's expenses for thee.
Oh, Jove, and his next commodity of hair, send me a beer.
By my truth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one. I'll not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia, sir, to bring a Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
The matter is not much, I hope, begging but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My lady is within, sir. I will construe her whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welcome. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise, enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of person and the time, and like the eagle check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a practice as full of labor as any wise man's art. For folly that he wisest shows seems fit, but wise men folly fallen quite take their wit.
Save you, gentle man.
And you, sir.
TriBeCa, monsieur.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope, sir, you are, and I'm yours.
My niece is desirous that you should enter the house, if your trade be with her. Now taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion. I mean, to go, sir. To enter.
I will answer you a gate and entrance. But we are permitted, most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors upon you.
This use of rare courtesy, rain odors? Wow.
My matter hath no voice, but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, and vouchsafed. I'll get them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing.
Give me your hand, sir. My duty, madam, and most humble service. What is your name? Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir, 'twas never merry world since lowly faming was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino use.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant is your servant, madam.
For him I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
I have come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your name, I pray you, I beg you, never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
And dear lady,
beseech you, I did send after the last enchantment you did here a ring in chase of you, and so did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set my honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts a tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. The cypress not a bosom hides my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a step. For 'tis common knowledge that very oft we pity enemies.
Why? Then methinks 'tis time to smile again. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a handsome man. There lies your way, due west,
Then westward ho! Grace and good tranquility attend your ladyship. Yield nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay, I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
And you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same to you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
How would you were as I would have you be?
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee, so that lover or that bride, no wit, no reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I rule, thou therefore hast no cause. But rather, reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought, better.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so would you, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayest move that heart, which now abhors, to like his love.
No, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear, venom, thy reason.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Slate, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt either of valor or policy.
Why then, hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself, there is no love broker in all the world can more prevail with man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Well, go, write it into Marshalhead, and I'll be cursed and brief. Taunt him with the license of ink.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the little chamber. Now go.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Never trust me then, and by all means depend upon the youth for an answer. For Andrew, if he were opened, and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy. Oh, here comes the youngest friend of mine. Ooh.
If you desire the spleen, I will let your shot to stitches. Follow me. Young Malvolio is turned heathen, a very renegado. For there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Most villainously like a pedant that keeps a school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile with his face into more lines and is in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Well, come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I'll no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth. And not all love to see you, though so much as my draw went to a longer voyage. But anxiety over what might befall your travel. Being unacquainted with these parts, which to a stranger often prove rough and unhospitable, my willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, the only answer I can make is thanks. Well, what's to do? Shall we see the reliquies of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Let's first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long till night. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the monuments and things of fame which do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, his warships, I did some service. Of such noted deed that were I taken here, it would scarce be defended.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been compensated by repaying what we took from them, which, for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out. For which, if I be apprehended in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not walk too open then.
It doth not fit me. Oh, sir, here is my purse. In the south suburbs of the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There you'll find me.
And why I, your purse?
Happily your eye shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase. And your store, sir, I think is not for idle markets.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He's sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. Oh no! Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho!
Smiles thou. I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad, lady? Could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is as the very true sonnet is, please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands. and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Must thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Oh, aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Yes, well, nightingales answer daws.
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well grit.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings,
Thy yellow stockings?
and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a steward still.
What? This is very midsummer madness! Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where is my cousin Toby? I will not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Oh, this concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn to him. For she incites to that in the letter. Says she, be surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put on a sad face, a reverent carriage. So forth. Oh, and when she went away just now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow. Not Malvolio or after my degree, but fellow. Everything adheres together. That no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple. What can be said? Nothing can be that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes.
Which way is he, in the name of sanctity? If all the devils of hell be drawn in miniature, and the devil himself possessed him, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is! Here he is! How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Good Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha! Does she so?
Go to, peace. Peace. We must deal gently with him. Now let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is't with you? One man! Defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
Lord, you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, and it shall be done tomorrow morning if I live. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh, really? Hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see how you move him? Now let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is violent and will not be roughly used.
Why, how now, my bawcock? How dost thou chuck?
Sir,
I'd be bop, bop, bop. Come to me, come to me. One man! 'Tis not for gravity to play with Satan. Hang him, foul collier!
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx!
No, I warrant you, he will not hear of godliness.
you are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Oh, it is possible.
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
Why, his very genius hath taken the infection of the device man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint. Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Oh, come. We'll have him in a dark room. And bound, now my lady's already in the belief that he's mad, we may go on with the joke for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompts us to have
mercy on him, at which time we will reveal the truth and crown thee for a finder of madmen. Oh, but see.
More matter for May morning?
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
You're so saucy.
I warrant him it is. Do but read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note, that keeps you from the blow of the law.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still, you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Sir Andrew Aguacheek. Now, if this letter move him not, his legs cannot, I'll give it to him.
You may have every foot occasion for it. He's now in some conversation with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew! Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a man. And so soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And when thou drawest, swear horrible, for it comes to pass oft that a terrible oath with swaggering knocks and sharply twanged off gives manhood more approbation than proof itself could have earned him. Away.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will I not deliver his letter. I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth, and set upon Aguacheek some notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so frighten them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to a chariot.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's griefs.
Here, wear this jewel for me. It is my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with my honor may I give him that which I have given you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentleman, God save thee.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. Thy interceptor, full of defiance, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Now look to your rapier, be quick in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him with youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man with all.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is a knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier, but in private brawl, he is a devil. Souls and bodies hath he divorced free, and his incensement at this very moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by the pangs of death and sepulchre. Now how is his word? Give it or take it.
I will return to the house and desire some hospitable lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men who purposefully put their quarrels on others to taste their valor. Be like this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His His indignation derives itself out of a very significant injury. Now back you shall not to the house, unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety you might answer him. For meddle you must, that's certain.
Oh, this is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me the courteous office as to know of the night what my offensum is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stand you by this gentle man till my return.
I then pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could have possibly found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
Oh, I shall be much bound to you for it. I'm one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my metal.
Why, man, I have not seen such a devil. I have never seen such a virago. They say that he is being fencer to the Shah.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it. And I thought he'd been so skillful and so cunning in fence, I'd have seen him damned or I'd have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse. Grey Capulet.
Oh. Well, I will make the proposal. Now stand you here. Make a good show on it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I had his horse to settle the quarrel. I had persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Come, sir! There's no remedy. He will fight with you for his oath's sake. Now, Mary, he had better bethought him of his quarrel and now finds it scarce to be worth talking of. So therefore, draw. For the supportance of his vow, he protests, he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God defend me. A little thing will make me tell them how much I like the man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew. There's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot by the duello avoid it. But, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he has promised me that he will not hurt you. So come on, to it.
Pray God he'd keep his oath.
I do assure you, sir, it is against my will.
This young gentleman that does offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir! Why? What are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, then I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold. Here comes the officer.
I'll be with you anon.
Pray you, sir, put up your sword, if you please.
Marry, sir, I will, and for that I promise you I'll be as good as my word. He shall bear you easily and reigns well.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir. No jot. I know your favor well, though now you wear no sea cap on your head. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there is no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do? Now my necessity makes me ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for myself than what befalls me. You stand amazed, but you have comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must have treated you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me here, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. Oh, there's half my copper.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery. lest it make you so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude in a man more than lying vainness, babbling drunkenness, or any taint of vice, and habits of frail blood.
Habits themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death. Relieved was the sanctity of love. To his image, which we thought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature, there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called cruel but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil. Our empty trunks overflourished by the devil.
The man grows mad. Come, sir.
Take me away.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Oh, prove true imagination. Oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now taken for you.
Come hither, knight. Come hither, Fabian. We'll whisper o'er a couplet or two of most sage songs.
He named Sebastian. I my brother know, yet living in my glass. Even such and so in favor was my brother, and still he went in this fashion, color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove, tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest and paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. For his dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. For his cowardship, ask Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slide all after him again and beat him.
Do it! Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not?
Come, let's see the event.
Oh, I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I'm not sent for you?
Go to, go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
No, I do not know you. No, your name is not Master Cesario. No, this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly? He's heard that word of some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee, sir, ungird thy strangeness and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I'll give thee worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
There's for thee! And there, and are all the people mad!
Hold, sir! Run through your dagger over the house!
This will I tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for tuppence.
Come on, sir, hold!
Hey! Let him alone. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Oh, I struck him first, yet it's no matter for that.
But go thy hand!
Come on, I will not let you go. Come, my young soldier, put your iron up. You are too hot to fight. Come on!
I will be
Free from me!
Oh!
What wouldst thou now? Thou darest tempt me further. Draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay. Then I must have an ounce or two of this saucy blood from you. Madam,
Will it be ever thus, ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barbarous caves, where manners never preached? Out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Ruffian, be gone! thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, rule in this uncivil and unjust display against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayest smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go. Do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me, he started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or am I mad? Or else this is a dream? I fancy still my sense in Lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee, but thou be ruled by me.
Madam, I will.
Oh? Say so and so be!
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave to me, I do see it and feel it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, it's no madness. Where's Antonio then? I couldn't find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this information that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service, for though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this act and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad, or the lady's mad. Yet if it were so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceptive. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and with this holy woman into the chapel by. There, before her and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. She shall conceal it, whilst you're willing it shall come to note what time we will our marriage keep according to my birth. What do you say?
Madam, I will follow this good woman and go with you, and having sworn true, ever shall be true.
Then lead the way the better, and heaven so shine that they may fondly note this act of mine.
Belong you to Lady Olivia? Aye, sir, I'm one of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Oh, truly, sir. The better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I'm an ass. So that by my foes I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused. Why, this is excellence. Truly, sir, no, though it please you to be one of my friends.
Oh, thou shalt not be worse for me. There's some gold.
But that would be double dealing, sir. Would you could make it another?
Oh, you can fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you'll let the lady know that I'm here and wish to speak with her, it may awake my bounty further.
Lullaby to the bounty till I come again. I will awaken anon.
And here comes a man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face I do remember well. A bobbling vessel was he captain of, with which such destructive grapple did he make with the most noble of our fleet, that very envy and tongue of loss cried fame and honor on him. What is the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her freight from Crete. And it is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate in shame and state, in a private grapple did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but madness.
Notorious pirate, saltwater thief. What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so grievous hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, but though I confess on base and ground enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither, that most ungrateful boy there by your side. When the rude seas raged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and it did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint. All his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, or being apprehended, his false cunning not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20 years removed thing, while one would wink, denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Oh, here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. As for the fellow, thy words of madness, for 3 months this youth hath pended upon me. Take him aside.
What would my lord but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam.
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Would my lord?
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverse this, you uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfulest offerings had breathed out their devotion tender? What shall I do?
Even could it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it? Kill what I love? A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. Hear me this. Since you, to non-regardance, cast my faith in this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of this cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, my thoughts are ripe with mischief. I will sacrifice the lamb that I do love, despite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I must act and jocund willingly. To do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love. More than I love these eyes, more than I love my life, more by all wars and e'er I shall love life. If I do fate ye witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I me detested, how am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Mother.
Come away.
Whether my lord Cesario, husband,
Husband?
say! Aye, husband. Can that deny?
Her husband, sirrah?
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, mother. Mother, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold. The lady we intended to keep in darkness, what occasion thou revealst before 'tis right. What thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of the eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joiner of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings. And all the ceremony in this compact sealed in my function by my testimony. Since when my watch hath told me toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
O thou dissembling cub, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear, hold no faith, though thou hast too much fear.
head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help! Rather than 40 pound I were at home.
Who hath done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
What slicelings here he is! You broke my head for nothing! And that I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I mistake you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you've hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Hey, here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more. If he had not been in drink, he would have tickled you other gates than he did.
Now, gentlemen, how's it with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on it. Sought. Didst see Dick Surgeon sought.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Why then, he's a rogue and a passing measure's banyan. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby, since we'll be dressed together.
Will you help? An ass head and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
Madam, I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of mine own blood, I could have done no less with wit and safety. You cast a strange regard upon me, and by this I know it has offended you. Forgive me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other not so long ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, two persons, a natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Good Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Hearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. Nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage?
Of Messaline, Sebastian was my father. Such as Sebastian was my brother too, and so he went, suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, do you come to fright us?
Spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad from which the womb I did participate. If you were a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and cry out thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
If nothing less to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, that do not embrace me till each circumstance of time, place, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm I'll take you to a captain of this town where lies my maiden's weeds. By his gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since have been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady, you've been mistook. But nature to her bias drew in this, you'd be contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You're betrothed to both maid and man.
Be not amazed, right? Noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy rag. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hands, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he is much distracted. Most extracting frenzy of mine own, for my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
True
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end, as well as a man in his case may do. Is here written a letter to you. I should have given it to you today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it skills not much when it's delivered.
Open and read it.
But then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
Now, art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness, and your ladyship will have it as it ought to be. I must allow vox.
Prithee, read in thy right wits.
So I do, Madonna, but to read his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, repent, my princess, give ear.
Read it you, Sarah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not, but to do myself much right or you much shame, think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savor is not much of a distraction.
See him delivered, Fabian, bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on to think me as well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on, so please you, here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madame, I am most apt to embrace your offer. And your master quits you. And for your service done him so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here are my hands. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
Sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Now tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you then suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much like the character. But out of question 'tis Maria's hand. And now I do bethink me, for she first told me thou wast mad. Then camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device upon Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed, may pluck rather on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Thus the whirligig of time brings its revenges.
I will be revenged of the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known, in golden time convents a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, for so you shall be when you are a man, and when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancies clean. When you died, I was a little tiny boy with a hay, cold, the wind and the rain.
foolish thing was but a toy in the rain, it raineth every day. Then I came alas to wive with a hay, oh, the wind and the rain with swaggering mood. I never thrive in the rain, it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun with a hay, oh, the wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day. But that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please